Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Wednesday nighttime here in the UK, edition of Beautiful Beginnings. It's lovely to have your company. I hope you're well. I hope you've been doing something creative throughout today. My name is, of course, Craig Laird. Now, I say that because we're always getting some new viewers. If you were tuning in this morning, you'll know that Ben was in. Ben was just feeling a little bit under the weather today. He had a little bit of an operation on his hand yesterday, and he was just feeling a bit yuck. So therefore, I've come in and stepped in within launch day earlier on and Beautiful Beginnings. Now, I'll always step in for my good buddy. I'll step in for any of them here on the team, but it also meant that I got to work with my gorgeous friend once again. We were together on Saturday, and then we've been back together again today for an epic launch day, and now the Beautiful Beginnings. And talking about beautiful, it is Debbie Robinson.
Oh, I'll take all that love. Wait a minute. All that love, thank you very much. Yes, it's been a while since we've been on a Beautiful Beginnings. I said this morning to Ben, it feels like ages since we've done one, because normally our lovely Sheena's here on a Wednesday.
Right enough.
So we don't get to do many of the Beautiful Beginnings shows anymore, so it's a real pleasure to be here this Wednesday evening, where we sometimes do strip it back to basics, start from the beginning and take you on a bit of a journey, all about your beautiful beginnings in craft. But of course, if you've been crafting a long time, you can come in and join in at any point. We're interactive, we're social, we're inspirational, we're educational, we're lots of fun. Well, we always have lots of fun at this place. Oh, I did it right. At Crafters TV, get me. I finally learned it's on this side of my shoulder. At Crafters TV, that's exactly what you're getting, and we've got loads to go through. We've actually thrown a few other little things into the mix as well today, but we will be having the Bohemian Collection. We've got some beautiful floral panels, Craig. Trying to think, cutting, cut out, styes. I've said the Bohemian, yes, I said that's the best thing I said. Oh yes, a little bit of Concertina thrown in. And we might even recap the fabulous launch that was today, which all of these beautiful things that you can see at the side of me, made with our Collector's Edition 2023 Spectrum Noir Collector's Metallic Edition. We're going to call it the Metallics.
Absolutely.
So we may even recap on that as well. But 2 hours of lots of lovely fun with that gorgeous guy over there.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, a little tease by saying that we're going to have a look at that launch day item. But it's not only us. We do once again have George in the gallery, as well as Nicola, our Jake, who done an incredible job sorting out our tri-blend collection over on the side there for us to be using. Absolutely epic job. He is about as well somewhere probably. He's not heard me say that one, unfortunately, after a little bit of stick I gave him earlier on. But yeah, he is about as well. And we did have Rachel for a split second, but she's now off for the remaining of today, so thank you, Rachel, for your helping hand. And we've got Susie T is on the social this evening. Just to say as well, Susie T did drop me a message, and I've still to reply to you, Susie. I've not forgotten. It's just been, well, a little bit of a crazy day today by stepping in and giving Ben a helping hand. But we do have Glennis is in saying good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Jessica Strichter saying good afternoon. Odds 29 is just wanting a wave back, so we're giving you a wave back as well, saying hello to you too. Lois is in saying hello from Ohio. She's giving us a wave as well. Lots of waves, Debbie. Lots of waves. Lots of waves back. Ellen Hayes is saying hello from Florida. Carlette is in from Arkansas. Laurie Bennett is saying hello, friends. Well, hello to you too. We've got Caroline is in from Florida. Quite a few in from Florida today. Not jealous. Not jealous in the slightest.
Not jealous at all.
Oh, I'd be there in the Magic Kingdom, or maybe Universal Studios. Universal's my favourite.
I've never been, Craig.
Have you not?
Never been, no. I'd love to go.
Yeah.
Somewhere I'd love to go, but yeah. It's not one that I've gone to yet.
Yeah, it really is a magical place. Or Animal Kingdom, that's good as well. We've got Elna's in, also from Florida. Barbara R is saying hello everyone from Indiana. We've got Lynn Morton is saying good evening. Debbie, Craig, TV, team, social team, and all you lovely crafters from, it's an overcast up in Newcastle there. Yeah, we had a little bit of rain here as well. And Deborah's in as well from Florida as well. Really is lots of you from Florida today. And thank you, Susie. That's lovely of you to say. I will reply, don't you worry. Rightio, yes, Debbie was saying beautiful beginnings. If you are a new crafter, if you've got any questions, whether you're a newbie or maybe you're advanced, you just want to pick your Debbie's brains about something, you want to ask something, query anything, then you can get, of course, social with us. Whether, of course, it is Facebook or whether it is this YouTube. Susie T is there to give you a helping hand. And every now and again, any questions that come through, I will feed them, of course, to our gorgeous expert, Debbie, who will take the reins and help you where she can. But what we are going to be having a look at, first of all, is something, incidentally as well, that myself and Debbie launched over the weekend, but the roles were reversed, where I was across on that other side. That is our Concertina card kit. Now, this makes 30 finished cards here. £48 or $58 is going to give you both of these. Now, not only are you going to be able to make the 40 finished cards, you're going to get all the envelopes as well. You're going to get all of this for a platinum price of £38.40 or $46.40. Now, these are concepts, so these make a specific finished project that you'll see with Debbie just shortly. However, as I also showed you at the weekend on our official launch day, you're going to be able to use these as well, time and time again, in the fact of you don't need to use the bits in that concertina way. If you feel as though you're more advanced, you want to cut into the layers, chop into the layers, build the layers with mats and layers with cardstock you've already got, you can absolutely do that. Use your dies, use your folders, all of these you can absolutely do. However, as you'll see with Debbie just shortly, they make a finished concertina project and they are fab. But what you are going to be getting is the Christmas set. Now, you are going to be getting 5 different designs, and then you're also going to be able to make, I believe it is, 4 of each. So you have got your, look at the hot chocolate with a little cupcake. That's the topper decoupage element, but that is the actual concertina effect that you can see from the card blank. So that will become apparent just in a moment. But then you've got the Christmas tree, really traditional Christmas tree there. Down there, I just think of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with that little van there. But this is all decoupage elements. Well, some of it is additional parts or embellishments for your cards or your projects. There is your concertina construction that you've got there, already scored and already cut where needed. Then you've got the absolutely beautiful New Year's Eve. This is the one that you're going to be able to use, of course, for the New Year celebration, just that elegance, that ball ground. If you are doing something really sophisticated, you've got all those elements too. They are in a coated card, so you can still come along with any of your glitter glues if you want to. But then this one here, maybe go in with your glitters and your Stay Sticky pens. But I mean, look at that one there. Love the colours with all of these ones. And then once again, what you have got is you have then got that concertina element. We're going into that last one there, which is very much, for me, it reminds me of kind of like Hansel and Gretel there, with all of the different sweeties that you're going to be able to build when it comes to the concertina effect. And then we're back to the beginning again. 5 designs, and then you're going to be able to make 4 of each. So that's 4 of the topper sheets and 4 of the concertina. So that's the Christmas, including all of the envelopes as well. Just to note, the envelopes are a little bit bigger as well, so it will take into account the depth from the decoupage. But then what you're also going to get within this bundle is the all occasion. Now, when it comes to the all occasion, once again, you've got 5 designs, and then you can make 4 of each. So you've got that really old fashioned with the pastel tones of the teapot and the cupcakes. Then you've got the concertina base for it too. Then you're going to get that real gorgeous lilac, lavender colour with the lavender flower as well. Still elements with that floral decoupage, but then you've got that concertina backdrop too. Now, this is the one that I was referring to a moment ago that you might want to be able to chop up, and then mats and layers like I'd done over the weekend. But then you've got birthday. So birthday celebration, or any celebration if you want to, but you've got the cakes, you've got the balloons. What's lovely with this kit as well, when it comes to the decoupage elements, yes, you can pop them in those specific places of the layers, but then actually constructing the concertina cards, you've kind of got carte blanche basically as to where you want to pop all the elements that you'll see with Debbie in a few seconds. But who doesn't love that tropical and that flamingo? Not something that we see very, very often, and you can see within that one there, you've got lots of layers, lots of floral layers as well. Really nice one if you want to come along with the glitters, as I said before. But then you've got all those panels. These could be individual panels if you do chop them up, but they're all scored, all cut, even in these all occasions, to form that concertina. And then who doesn't love the pinks with the shoes and the handbags? Perfect for 16 or 18, or do you know what other aged lady, or man would like, of course, I know Brent, I think Brent would like a card like this one. Liam would absolutely love a card like this one as well. And then you've got that concertina element too. And then we are back to the beginning again. So this is where you are going to get the 5 designs and you're going to be able to make 4 of each. So therefore that's 20 in total. Exactly the same when it comes to the Christmas. 5 designs, 4 of each. That gives you 20 in total. There is your 40 finished cards as well. Though you're going to have lots and lots of bits left over for you to then add on to other projects if you want to. But you're going to get them both £48 or $58. Platinum price at £38.40 or $46.60. They are on Shop the Day. Can I just check, Nicola, are they on Shop the Day now, are they? Because we've added them on. You will find them on Shop the Day as well. You will find them under the category of new collections as well, but they are there for Shop the Day as well. Now, Debbie, it's all very well me showing you the images, the amount that you can make, and them in flat terms, but what do these actually make?
Oh, if you've not seen these before, they make a lovely concept card, easy, super easy, because you don't have to do a single thing other than perhaps burnish the score lines that are already in and decorate. So you're going to choose your glue, you're going to choose either your foam pads or your 3D cloud glue to give the decoupage element lift, and nothing else is needed, of course, unless you want to do what Craig did do over that launch at the weekend and really do have a little play around with them. But this is that concertina shutter card element where it just opens and shuts, opens and shuts. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, the design of it, everything's done for you. Every single bit of that card is just on that kit that you're getting. That's that lovely Christmas tree one. Now, the concertina one doesn't have to go in the way that we've just shown you. You can do it in the opposite end. And if you do it in the opposite end, Craig, you can actually stick 2 together.
You could,
so if you've got that one going that way, and that's what I did with my pink one at the weekend. So I had 2 of the pink going the opposite direction, and I joined them together with a little strip at the back, because you can. If you want to play around with them, you absolutely can. So that's your Christmas. I'm going to show you the other. Oh, I love this one. I think it's the colour palette. I just adore how it's being created. But again, it doesn't matter which way round you do this. I'm so pleased we've got the Happy New Year in there, because I just think it's really nice not to forget that there are 2 occasions around that festive period, not only just Christmas Day, but the New Year as well. So I absolutely adore that one. And it's definitely me in that dress, I'm telling you. Now, this is that concertina shape, but pretty similar to what Craig did. Now, apologies, but they're down at Hobby Maker. You need to fetch them back with you because I left them down there.
Did you leave them
I was told to leave everything down, you see, so I forgot. I'm so sorry.
I'm there on Saturday.
That's okay. Get them out and bring them back up. Because people loved them, Craig, what you did with it. So that's how the concertina card looks. However, a bit similar to what Craig did, you can have a little play and you can chop into them to create not 1, but 2 cards with those kits. And I think that just shows you again, if you want to do that style, absolutely fine, but if you want to play around with it, you can create some extra ones from there as well. And that's the ability that you're getting with that kit. However, absolutely amazing concept, made easy. They're those kind of cards that you can whip up in literally seconds, which we'll show you in a second. And then I'll just show you the finished ones for the beautiful everyday occasions, covering your birthdays. I mean, I love that one. That lovely floral one, the time for tea, and then you've got
Look at, I love that one.
I love the flamingo. Is that Nicola's card?
Yeah, she
well,
actually
give Nicola a big shout out.
Yeah,
then.
she took inspiration from one that I done.
Did she? Well, do you know what? I think that's really nice that she did. But that is all of your beautiful designs. There's a bit of an argument going off in my ear now. Right, I think we might have opened a can of worms there, Craig. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to let it die down in my ear, and I'm going to bring in. I think I'm going to do Christmas.
Are you going to do
And I'm
Christmas?
going to go with the top one because that's the sheet. And do you know what? I've not played with this one yet. So come on, let's have a little play.
It's a lovely one. I love it.
They're so easy to use though, aren't they? Because that's all your toppers, and no die cutting machines are needed. Like I said, the only thing you're going to decide on is whether you're going to have some foam on a roll or some foam pads or some 3D collal glue, which I don't have any at the moment. We did sing, yes, but did you hear George then? Thought you heard singing Foam on a Roll. Me and Ben did a duet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and we did a duet of Foam on a Roll where he sang a line, I sang a line, he sang a line, I sang a line. We tried to change it up a little bit.
Was it the original one or is it the new Halloween one?
The original one. It was the original one, yes. And he, bless him. because he weren't feeling
No, he
himself.
wasn't. He
So I
was
just had to
trying,
help
I
him along
believe.
there. I did. Right, let's show you how easy it is to put together. Everything from the finish of these, I mean, Craig, are beautiful. Look at that. This is what we're saying. These cards, concept cards, are showing the front and the back. So why not? That's exactly what we're doing. We're giving you that lovely finishing touch. Now, the only thing you have to remember, because everything's done for you, is which direction you're going to do it in. Now, it doesn't matter which direction you do it in. I personally do it this way. I go with a mountain.
Yeah.
And a little valley, and I concentrate a little bit similar to what you do, Craig, on that middle bit first, into that valley, and you can see it going down. We're going to come back up to a mountain, and we'll do the score lines in a minute where we're burnishing them, and then we're just teasing them into place, and then come back down with the valley. So we're going to push that in as well. So you're getting the gist of where you're going to go with them, and all you need to remember is that if you've gone up, you're going to go in and out. So we're going to push these two out, so you can start to see now that it's going to come. Is it the opposite way? Yeah, the opposite way that you're doing it in. And then, so those two are going to go on the in, because that one's going to come on the out. The innie, the outie, that's what it is, isn't it? That's how you look at it, the innie and the outie. And I'm just going to tease that into position and then fold it back, because that's all you're going to do, Craig, is you're just going to fold it in on itself. And then we're going to put those score lines in a minute, because that's just teased it into its place. What we need to do now is put the crisp score lines in. Bone folder. Now, producer Nicola, do we have any more of the Showstopper deals, or did that all go? I'm just going to say, because the Showstopper deal, if it's still available, I'm not sure if it is, but we had a great Showstopper deal. Oh, it is. Ooh, that'd be interesting, because the Showstopper deal, did it have all of these little accessories? Because it had the bone folders. If I remember rightly, Craig, it had the 20 sheets. Yeah, that's it, Craig. You've got it. I'll just put my little score lines in while you're doing. Can you show the Showstopper?
Of course I can.
Thank you.
So you are going to get your two bone folders. So the details have changed, £60, $70, or £48, $56. So you're going to get that full card collection I showed you, plus your two bone folders. You are going to get your red liner tape. Now that's your 6mm in width red liner tape. You are going to get a 22m in length tape runner as well. You're also going to get a full pack of your small foam pads. Now we can tell that Tracy's not in the building because someone has opened these ones. We're going to have our guts for garters when they find out. It wasn't us. It wasn't us. She's going to be furious when she finds out someone's opened up the small foam pads. But not only that, you are going to be getting your stack and stash as well. So you're going to be getting all of that one. Now you are going to get the ones, and this is key, you're going to get the one with the dividers. So you will get the one with the dividers. That is the ones that you are going to be getting. So it's even better. So it's not just the box, but it is also the one with the dividers as well. So you're going to get all that Concertina card kit. You're going to get your stash and stack with all of the dividers. You're going to get your full pack of your small foam pads. You're also going to get your double-sided tape runner. You're also going to get your red liner tape. And then you're also going to get your double pack of your bone folders as well. All of that £60 or $70. If you are platinum, that's going to come down to £48 or $56. And what I would say, this collection absolutely epitomises what Beautiful Beginnings is all about. An absolute brilliant collection, card collection and tool collection all in one for a beginner. Or if you're not a beginner, it's just a nice little stash builder, Debbie.
Absolutely, it is that. While you're busy showing everyone that Showstopper, Craig, all I've done was I've popped out every single element of the topper sheet. So I've taken everything out and laid it onto my glass mat. Now you do have elements of this which offer you areas to decoupage with. So when I say the decoupage levels, I'm meaning that you've got like your, can you see your little coffee with the whipped cream? Do you know what this is crying out for as well, Craig? Glitter glue. The glitter glue, glossy highlights. I'm trying to think of other things that you could put on there. The glitter glue, absolutely a must. Puffy snow.
Puffy snow.
Bit of puffy snow on there, yeah, because it will take it will go on, and you can dry that. But personally, it'd be the glitter glue for me.
Glitter glue,
yeah, the glitter glue. But what I'm going to do now is just line these up. So I am going to take some foam pads. Oh God, these are big. Now I promise you this wasn't me. I haven't been in Tracy's pack. Just so, I promise you I haven't. I promise it wasn't me. Do you know who we're going to blame? Who we're here on Sunday?
Michelle.
Let's blame Michelle and Debs.
And Debbie.
Well, they were here Sunday. We did it on the launch, and I know you didn't pinch it, and I didn't pinch it, so I know me and you are safe.
Yeah, we're totally safe.
So I'm going to blame... I'm going to blame lovely Michelle and lovely Debs.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we'll go with that one. Yeah, they'll have been in it. They'll have been raiding it. It was Second Chance Sunday, weren't it? I bet they had them on.
Of course they will.
Of course they will have.
Bet you they're the ones that have opened all of Tracy's small pack of foam pads.
Ooh! Come on!
Nicola.
Share that news, Craig. Share that news. We have found out who the culprit is.
So Nicola needed to borrow some small foam pads to make the finished samples, because unfortunately you can't return them once you've used them. So she had to borrow some. She wasn't aware that we're not meant to open the small packs of foam pads. And the reason that we say that is because we must have about 90 million small packs of foam pads that have been opened. And because they actually do, you know, because I know that I use foam pads a lot, but I know many of the team will use the glue gel. Believe it or not, they do actually last a while here, because there's loads and loads and loads of them. But someone just keeps opening a new one and a new one and a new one. And you know what Tracy's like. You know, she never smiles. But then when, of course, someone just keeps doing something that she asks not to, it's like a red rag to a bull. We love Tracy. We love Tracy.
Oh, well, she's currently on holiday, isn't she? Because she is imminently awaiting the arrival of first grandchild. And actually, due date today, I believe.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure it's today, yeah. I'm sure due date today. So whether or not he's made an appearance, I don't know. But he's not coming anywhere just yet.
Yes.
Now, you can see what I've done with this, Craig, is I've just popped on my foam pads, lined up that decoupage, because you can use that as a decoupage if you want, so that's what it's there for. But I'm just going to add a few little details. I've got to put that bow on there, because that bow is screaming out to me. Oop. Yep, popped on there. If you do find that you've got some what we call the little pips, you just need to use a pair of little scissors to snip them off. I can see just there is a little rogue one. I'll be totally honest with you.
They're so minute, aren't they?
They are, yeah, barely visible to the eye. But if you're a perfectionist and you do like to that little fine detail, then absolutely do that. Did you hear Nicola? She's throwing some shade at you now. So Nicola, I thought Nicola just said in my ear, "You all right, Craig?" No.
And I was kind of like...
I said, because, you know, if you're the perfectionist.
Uh-huh.
And then she said, like you, Craig.
Right, okay.
That's what she said.
Okay. I do cut the little notches.
You do,
that
yes.
are one of my bugbears. Them and people wearing sunglasses indoors.
Oops.
Biggest bugbear.
Oops. That might be me. Sometimes I forget I've got them on my head, Craig.
No. I actually mean...
And then I come on with them.
No. I actually mean wearing them on their eyes, not in their head. You know,
I think I did the other week. I came in and I forgot I've got them on, and it only when someone said, "Oh, I like your sunglasses," that I realised I've still got them on my face. Sorry, Craig.
Oh, it's all right. I'll let you off. Yes, it is. That is one of my bugbears. Can I just quickly say as well, just so you guys all know the banter that we have. Poor George gets most of it, and I know Tracy does as well. Last week, that's why George is leaving. He's had enough. It's me. Last week when I done a team selfie, and Liv, Tracy's daughter's been in doing work experience, and she was part of the picture, and I sent it to Tracy. Tracy actually replied to me saying, "Well, at least she smiles." So can I just say that is the banter that has. Even Tracy says it herself, so it's not just me.
Oh, it was lovely having her in, weren't it? We've currently got little George in, haven't we?
Don't think she's actually left. She came in on Saturday.
She's still coming again. Oh, bless. Oh, she did. She was here with us. Did she come in Sunday as well? Oh, she loves. That shows you how great it is here when work experience. They still want to come back. I love it. Yeah. Oh, I've heard about this. I
do believe, something about this elf. And I've got beef with Liam the elf, apparently. I've got beef.
Oh dear. I missed the show, so I didn't see it, but I've heard there was an elf in the building. I heard it was very naughty. It was playing tricks all day, and then he put his name over your piece of over your
no, I think it's moved.
Of your creative makes. So I heard that there was a little naughty elf in on Sunday. It sounded like it was a really good show. Right, I have got all my pieces. I've got my Concertina card already folded, now burnished with all those score lines in. Shows you the quality of the cardstock that it's made from, because even though I've reinforced those score lines, there isn't a single crack or crease. Honestly, the quality of this is just beautiful. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to decorate. So I've got my little, my first one here, and I think I'll use a foam pad or two just on the back, because I like to elevate mine, and I know you're the same, Craig.
Yeah.
But again, if you're going for that Showstopper deal with the extras, well thought out extras. We said this the other day, didn't we? Really well thought out. I'm going to bring that a little bit over. Now, I just want you to bear in mind, so for a second, when you fold it up, it folds into a 4x6 for the envelope. If you're not going to use the envelopes that's in the pack, you can extend these out if you want to. I'm going to keep it within though, but I'm going to bring it to this side of the card so that when it's folded down, and I'm just going to come in there into the centre, because I'm going to add something into this corner. So I've got my mug, so let's get my mug there.
While you Expressions, Debbie, is asking, can the glitter spray be added to these? Will it dry and hold?
Glitter spray, yes, because it's a glue. So it doesn't matter if it's a coated surface. That's a great question.
It is.
Absolutely, it will, because it's a glue. It's a spray glue, and it's it dries quite hard as well, doesn't it, Craig?
It does. It really
does.
does.
So yeah, you're going to be able to do that. Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm just going to add me little. It looks like a little flake, doesn't it? But it's a cinnamon
Only
stick.
the crumbly is flaky as chocolate.
And then I'm going to come in. Now, this is where you can take it to this end.
Do you even know what it is, Nicola? No, you're too young.
What did she say?
She's
too young.
She's too young to know that song.
Are
for
you
the advert
kidding?
of Cadbury's. No, it's not Willy Wonka,
It's an
George.
advert for Flake. Cadbury's Flake.
Cadbury's Flake. It was
Only
their song
the
that used in the advert.
crumbliest, flakiest chocolate. That's the one, isn't it?
Only the
Yeah, it's all...
flakiest will do.
Only the crumbliest, flakiest chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And she used to be going down on a boat, didn't she? Riding down on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it well, Craig. I remember it well.
If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club.
I forgot about that one.
Do you remember that one, Nicola, George?
Yeah, I do now. You said it,
Club
yeah.
biscuits.
Yeah, I do. I remember that
Yeah.
now. Oh, I need to remember all these old ones now. It's really bringing back some memories.
Yeah. Oh, the Milky Way advert, yeah.
The Milky Way.
Car had a race. This is
was
not
that?
product placement, by the way, for Mars or Cadbury, so we're just like chocolate.
Yeah, you can tell we love chocolate. We are obsessed with chocolate in this building. I can't remember the Milky Way. That's the boy. Is that the boy with the white hair and the glasses? Is that the Milky Bar?
Yeah, the Milky
Bar
Way.
it is strong and tough.
Yeah. So yeah, the Milky Way was the two cars having a race. Oh, how does it go again, Nicola? The red car and the blue car had a race. All they want to do is suck your face.
Now, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
How come I don't remember that one?
YouTube
What chocolate was it again?
Milky Way.
That's why I don't really like Milky Way, to be honest, so I don't remember that one.
So, celebrations at
Yes.
Christmas time, or any
Yes.
time of the year,
Yeah.
are you a Bounty fan? Or
I
are
love
you one that
Bounties.
leaves the Bounty in the box?
I love Bounties. I love a
like the
Bounty. I love a Bounty. Can you still buy Bounties?
Yeah.
Why have I never seen them?
Yeah, no, you still get them.
I'm not a fan of the, and I call it the marathon. I'm sorry,
No.
I'm still old-fashioned. It's a marathon to me, not a
Marathon.
Snicker.
I always like the Malteser.
They're the first to go. If you let them go in our household, they're the first to go. Milky Ways are the ones that are left behind. Marathon, Snicker, marathon. They're still left behind.
Let me know in the comments. I know you guys stateside still get boxes of chocolates and that as well. Maybe you've got different kinds, but is there a specific one that you tend to leave? You know, as we were saying, okay, with celebrations, it could be heroes, could be quality streets, of course. But yeah, is there that little chocolate? Is it the one that just gets left at the bottom of that box? Let us know in the comments, because I'm interested. It's chocolate talk.
Oh, of course, that's my favourite kind of subject.
Yes.
Let's talk chocolate.
Who needs pillow talk when you've got chocolate talk?
Yeah, who needs that sort of talk when you've got... Oh, definitely. Definitely love a chocolate bar. Oh, no, I didn't have a chocolate bar today. Oh, orange twirl, absolutely every time, George. Orange twirl. Oh, actually, George, though, to be fair, mint twirl. Ooh, now we're talking. Oh my God, yeah, it's a limited edition, George. So I'm hoping and praying, just like the other one, the orange one, that they keep it. They keep it because, oh my God, it's divine. Absolutely divine. Mint chocolate.
Like, when it comes to orange, I do love Terry's white chocolate orange. Again, anything white chocolate.
You're a white chocolate fan, aren't you?
I would love Bounty to do a white chocolate Bounty. Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, yes. Now,
look at that.
Craig, I've gone to the extreme. I've used every single bit, as you do. But it just shows you, you absolutely can. So, everything from the Concertina card to all of the topper, I have filled the entirety of my card up. I have gone completely all the way, even down to the little last two bits on the other side as well. Add your other little things to embellish with, so get your glitter glues out and titivate those up, add those little bits, especially onto this kind of thing. But I've just put you that together whilst we've been talking all things chocolate, because we've got inspired by the lovely warm hot chocolate that's in that mug, with the cinnamon sticks. So again, absolutely beautiful. Is it cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
Do
you not remember that?
No, what's that? Cinnamon.
Do you not remember? Oh, do you not remember years ago our Low and Love on the other channel?
To the channel.
I
know. I lovely Lowen. Yeah.
Do you not remember there was something that was whenever cinnamon would come up? I don't think she was a big fan of cinnamon. Do you know, it was cinnamon.
Oh, it's delicious cinnamon.
Kind of caught on. Well, clearly it didn't catch on then, you know, because only I know.
Yeah, I didn't know that she used to say that.
Yeah.
Does she not like it then?
No.
Bless her.
Nah.
A cinnamon whatty? Cinnamon swirl. Is that a pastry? I think I've heard of that. I like anything with cinnamon. Anything.
We digress.
Stop talking food.
Yes, we digress. My fault on that one there. Right, let's have another quick look. This is the Concertina. So this is actually the Showstopper collection we were talking about. £60 or $70. If you are platinum, that's going to come down to £48 or $56. Now, as I said beforehand, this is what absolutely epitomises when it comes to Beautiful Beginnings. Beautiful Beginnings is all about giving you that are starting off in crafting or at a beginner's journey, somewhere to start. But if you are more advanced, and you can take all the knowledge and ideas and then just expand it till your heart's content. Now this bundle here is a starter that's giving you that full Concertina card kit. Now it's giving you both the all occasion and also the Christmas. So you've got your teacups and teapots, you've got your lavender, you are getting the actual Concertina card as well that Debbie showed you, but you're going to then be getting your birthday cake as well as that Concertina back. You're then going to be getting your tropical with a flamingo, and then once again you're going to get that Concertina fold out blank as well, and then you're also going to be getting the shoes with the handbags as well. So that's 5 designs, and you're going to be getting 4 of the topper and 4 of the Concertina card blank. So that's going to enable you to make 20. Now you've got the envelopes as well, but not only that, you're going to get the Christmas occasion too. So that's the one that Debbie just used a moment ago. So you've got the cupcake as well. I like to think it's a cupcake. It could be the coffee or the hot chocolate. And of course, you're going to get that Concertina card blank. You're going to get that traditional Christmas tree, and of course, the Concertina card blank. You're then going to get your New Year's Eve, so you're going to be getting the New Year's, all of these toppers. All of these have your decoupage elements to them, and then it's up to you whether you use all the decoupage elements or whether you start to cherry pick or use them elsewhere. You've got then your Christmas as well with the rocking horse. You've got the Concertina, and then once again you've got the gorgeous pink and brown tones of that sort of Hansel and Gretel feel, where that gives you your 5 Christmas images in total, and once again you can make 4 of each. So there's another 20, so that gives you the 40 in total. Now when it comes to the actual Showstopper collection, you are going to be getting your full stack and stash box as well. Now you are going to be getting the one with the dividers as well. We don't have the dividers here, but you will get the dividered edition of the stack and stash. You are going to be getting your 2-pack of your burnishing tools, bone folders. You're also then going to be getting your 6mm in width red liner tape. You're also then going to be getting your tape runner, so that's your full 22 metre in length tape runner, and then you're also going to get a full pack of your small foam pads. So you're going to get all of these small foam pads. Now they're not all completely small, some of them are a little bit mediocre, so you can chop into them, and then you're going to get circles and strips as well. So all of that is what you're getting within your Showstopper. It's £60 or $70. If you are platinum, that's then going to come down to £48 or $56. It is all there on Shop the Day for you to check out on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But whether you are using them for yourself, maybe you're going to use them for craft clubs or craft crops, or maybe you're thinking about the kiddies as well, so it's a great craft for them to do. And because it's that concertina, it's that concept, it gives you that pride, that joy at the end of it, knowing that you've created something really substantial. And as Debbie said, you want to join them together, you want to expand them by cutting up the backs, then of course you can absolutely do that too. But for me, that's an exceptional value where you're going to get all of that for that platinum price of £48 or $56. And I'm not surprised, a lot of you are absolutely loving the concertina effect. We'll just talk back very, very quickly where we have got Barbara is in, Betty's in, Donna's in, Rosalind's in, Stephen's in, Roseanne's in as well. We've also then got Christine Mahoney is saying good evening, hello everyone. We've also got Patricia as well saying look at that beautiful images and the colours on these card sets. There's something quaint about the British images that sets them apart from American ones. It's maybe what takes your eye to them as well, that kind of different traditional feel to them. We've got Cindy is in from Oklahoma saying hi Debbie and Craig. And Berkeley on YouTube is saying I like the concertina cards, never done one before. Really, really simple to create, but really effective as I've seen. Roseanne is saying I love these new kits, can't wait to get mine. Roseanne is saying, I hope we get to see Liam the elf again. I'm actually working with him tomorrow on some filming, although it's not on Crafters TV. We're in that other studio. So I doubt he'll have his elf uniform on, but I'll see. He might have it about. You just never know what he's got in that desk drawer of his. We've also then got Carol Byrne is saying, what about the milk tray man? All because the lady loves milk tray. Remember that? I do remember that. I was still just a little bit young, but I do remember it. Our Susie is saying dark chocolate tends to hang around longer at house, but it all gets eaten eventually. Lynn is saying the marathons like Debbie gets left. Kirsty D, orange and strawberry creams are always left, and eclairs.
The first to go in ours.
The strawberry ones. Love the
coffee used
ones.
To be, for me, the coffee, but they took coffee out of them all now. There's no coffee flavoured chocolates anymore in any of the roses or the... And no, took them all out.
Oh, we need to start a petition, Debbie. We need to start a petition. Amy, I'm with Craig. Love Terry's chocolate orange. I like the white one. We've got Susie saying, don't like white chocolate. Susie, I'll have any that you've got left over. Linda saying that's a beautiful car, although it's probably going to be melted by the time you ship it from the States. Linda is saying beautiful card, Debbie. Len is also saying the same. Liz R, Jessica, Bethan, Rose M. Baker are all saying that was a beautiful card as well. Lots of you coming through as well with saying with what chocolate is being left, so we'll have a look at them as well just very, very shortly, but we'll have a look at our next item, which is, of course, well, we're going to be having a look at something that's from our Create a Card range. So this is from our Floral panel Create a Card dies. Now, this is where you are going to be getting 4 packs of them. Now within 4 packs you actually get 4 dies. So you've got 2 decorative dies and you've also got 2 outline dies. Now both images are going to complement each other, but it's nothing stopping you from using one of them or using 3 of them, or of course you can cut into your card or use that outer die to cut out. You are going to be getting the hellebores. You're then also going to be getting your rose. You're then also going to be getting your foxglove, and then you're also going to be getting your gerbras as well. All 4 of them are coming your way, but as I say, in total, that is 16 dies. That is giving you 8 of your panel decorative floral dies, and then 8 of your outline dies as well. £40 or $50, that's giving you a saving of over 10%. Remember, these are just not that long launched either, so we've still kept it at that credible price. But if you're platinum, that's then going to come down to £32 or $40. It's no secret, anything that's got Create a Card in the title, I absolutely adore. Apart from Nest and Dies, of course, Create a Card dies are my next absolute favourite. I love the style, I love the versatility, and Debbie, I love what you can do with them.
Oh, so much you can do with them, which is why for me Create a Card are right up there in my top 3, because I absolutely love the kind of things that you can create, and the fact that you've got the cutting as well as the cutting out of a panel in those dies just means that's exactly what you can do, and I'm going to show you a few samples. What I love about these as well is that they're not the two same florals, so on your floral one you can mix and match them. You can actually mix and match across the entire range if you want to. I absolutely love these. That's been just used as a panel on the front. This one, absolutely gorgeous, like a little triptych design, a little bit similar to what I did this morning, but I like how it's been staggered. So that's been staggered to create that one. Look at this one in black and white. I thought that were really kind of really effective, striking, black and white.
Halloween,
looks lovely. What, love?
Worked well for Halloween?
Absolutely.
Halloween. If only we had some Halloween stuff coming out this year.
I know, I mean, goodness me, I mean, who knows? When is it coming out?
I think it's soon. I know I've got something soon.
I've got some things as well, because we're not just doing a little bit this time.
No, we're not.
No,
we're not.
No, oh my God.
I think they've actually listened to me and you this
Do you remember me doing the live? Because I did a show and I did a live the night before. I whipped him up into a frenzy because I come to work the next day. I only had it for a wake-up call and it was gone. I was like, but don't worry, this year we're going to make sure. I'm not how much we're allowed to say.
No, yeah, I'm saying very little.
I'm just going to say, don't worry, we've got you covered.
Yes.
That's all we're going to say. Back to these fabulous dies. Absolutely, it's your fault, Halloween talk.
Sorry,
Back to these fabulous dies. Look how striking that is in the gold with that purple and black there. I absolutely think that's lovely. And the lovely thing about this is that detail, that embossed details, and this really shows it off. No colour added whatsoever, just simply popped through. That satin cardstock looks exquisite. But of course, if you do want to add the colour, that's exactly what you can do. I love this one that Hayley's done because it's a little shaker card. Absolutely beautiful. Another striking one in terms of used as a panel but with an inky background, and only using the one of the dies out of that 2 sets, but putting them side by side looks beautiful. And of course the cutting in and the cutting out, and it means as well that the inside can look just as nice because you can give it that ghosting, that shadow drop, which looks exquisite, and it really does. Let's get cracking. Let's show you, because I have chosen the foxglove. I love this one. I'm just going to, now this morning when I did a card, Craig, I did the full-on triptych kind of card feel, cutting straight through. I'm going to use this as a panel. So I'm only going to use one element of it. So don't forget you've got the 2, but I'm going to come in and I'm using some Nina cardstock because, well, you've got to have a bit of colour in your life.
You've got to.
So I'm going to place that onto there, and then I'm going to use my low tack tape. Let me grab hold of that. And these dies as well, especially some of these floral dies, have got a lovely element, what's called the embossed detail to a die. So we're not talking about an embossing folder, we're talking about an embossing detail in the die itself, which means it doesn't have a raised cut element. So all of those flowers have got no raised cutting, so it's not going to cut those flowers out, but you need to go it through again with your rubber embossing mats, because it needs that little finishing touch with them to create that lovely texture, that lovely finish. It is a thin metal die, so I'm going to just come in as normal with my thin metal die combination. Wait a minute, am I on legs? I'm on wheels, yes. This morning I only had my glide.
Oh, did you only have the glide?
Yeah, so I would trying to turn it around thinking, why is it not moving? And it's because the one in the studio in there is just the glide legs. This one, we've got a turntable on it. So I completely forgot, and I'm like this.
It's amazing how you take bad when we use the one that's not on the swivel, isn't it?
And I've got a rotating one on mine at home. Have you got one on yours? Yeah, just to make it a bit easier, especially in craft room. Now, we're going to do that embossing. So first things first, I'm going to just remove my paper and I'm going to take out the magnetic sheet. And then I'm going to turn that back over. And then I need my embossing mat over the top, and then just run that through again. Don't forget as well, flip and rotate your plates. However, on your new Gemini 2, because of this new plate system that we've got, which is the 2 white plates now, not clear cutting plates, the 2 white cutting plates, and the plastic shim, longevity. They already give you 3 times longer than the amount that you would normally be getting out of them, but you still need to flip and rotate. And you would do that with any machine, to be fair. The nature of how your machine works, if you keep running the dies in one place, in one set place, over and over and over again, the law of maths will make it go like, you know, you've just got to remember that, and that's like not just for our machine, but it's for all the other machines as well. Now, I'm going to take off. Oh, I did say this morning, don't emboss with your tape on. Whew, I got away with it today. Oh, that was close. That was close. Or have I? Have I got away with it? Let's see if I have. Oh, damn. No. It's just chopped my end off. That's because I didn't remove my tape. However, Blue Petey style, we've got one done, and this is the difference that it makes when you run it through your embossing mat. It gives it that lovely lift, and the reason I wanted that was because I'm going to do a spot of colouring. Now I'm going to bring in a piece of black cardstock underneath just to make that pop that little bit. Yeah, I think I'd moved, my die had moved, which is why it just tore away at the end. However, to be fair, I could snip that off and still use that if I wanted to. That's true, you could, couldn't you? Yeah, yeah, it's not too much damage done to it, but yeah, that's my own fault for not taking my tape off. I did say this morning, don't leave the tape in place when you're doing the embossing. So what do I go and do? You're going to do it. I know, I did it. Right, let's do a bit of classic colouring. Okay. Let's do some colouring with our tri-blends. Light, medium and dark tones in our tri-blends. I'm not sure if we've got any on the show, but you can go and check them out. Give them a check out on the website. Check them out. Colour going with my typical foxglove as well. I love a bit of purple. And again, just have a play around with your colour. I'm going to lay down all my 3 shades, but I'm only going to work on a few petals at a time. Okay. So I'll concentrate on this one, and then I'll do some... No, that's right, because while you're concentrating on that, and Debbie, just tell me to stop if you need to go over anything. But I have to give you a laugh, because just while we're going there... So, I've not said it on air today, but yesterday I managed to get Taylor Swift tickets for Edinburgh. Woo! So, going the 8th of June. 8th of June next year in Murrayfield in Edinburgh. So I'd messaged Mum and I told Mum, oh my God, that's amazing, because she knows I've always wanted to go and see Taylor Swift live. And Mum, just while I was going over those last comments there, Mum's texted me saying, oh my God, just seen someone has put on Facebook, Taylor Swift tickets, £2,000 for 2 tickets. Please tell me you did not pay that. I'm 38. And I replied, as Debbie was speaking, I quickly replied saying, no way, I can't believe they got them so cheap. Lol, no way did I pay that. That's a typical mum thing. I'd have done exactly the same. Tell me you didn't pay that for a ticket. Craig, do you know what that means? You could be quids in, sell your tickets. Could be. You could go on a cruise. Oh my God, Craig, is she really worth going to see her? I mean, is she really worth, you know? I mean, well, a lot of people that love her like I do would say yes. Shake it off, shake it. I always sing Shake It Off because that's the thing I think of it. Ever getting back together. And love song. See, I'm not. Is it terrible that I'm not really a massive fan? I do apologise, Craig. I'm not a massive fan. No, not at all. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We all have our own likes. We do. We actually, Craig. That's perfectly summed up. We absolutely do. To be fair, we've got a lot of the same likes, Debbie, when it comes to music. We have indeed, actually, yes, we have. Just the other week there, I was listening to a little bit of Land of Make-Believe. Dun, 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 do you know what I love though, Craig? You've not done Making Your Mind Up, which everybody thinks of straight away when they hear upstairs. Land of Make-Believe. It's a classic Christmas song, weren't it, that one? A classic Christmas song, really, yeah. And then, of course, Celine. Oh, my God. I love Celine, the big ballads. Oh, see, you're not a fan of Taylor. I'm not a big fan of Harry Styles. Oh, my God, I love Harry. I'm totally obsessed. Since I've come back from that gig, I'm absolutely even more obsessed than I were before. It's crazy, isn't it? It's funny how that happens, though. I can't get his songs out of my head. And I'm literally, I want to play him all the time. all the time. Yeah, I love a bit of Harry.
In saying that, I don't go out my way to listen to him, but see if his songs or any of his recent songs come on, I do turn them up. They are catchy.
Yeah, they're very catchy.
To be fair.
See, I've always been a big fan of One Direction. I were a massive, because obviously you know yourself, Craig, you were a big into X Factor.
Love the X Factor.
Yeah, so I've always been a fan of the boys, and even more so of their solo careers. And obviously Harry is just something else. He's amazing.
There was videos going about. He's got very good hand-eye coordination.
And just
when
catching
people
those
were
things.
throwing things, like, I don't think it was the crowd, but some of the security and that were throwing hats and that he needed for his set and that. Imagine it catching them straight away.
Do you know what, Craig? There were fans throwing them.
You're joking?
No. Fans throwing things on for him to catch.
Even better hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, he's really good, yeah.
Expected.
Yeah,
Did
so
he catch
you've been on the TikTok. Have you been on the TikTok?
Yeah.
TikTok, yeah. What did you say, Craig?
Nothing. It's all right. I said it and then I said it and then I thought, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Did you catch anything that you threw?
Absolutely not. We're too far away. Plus, me and Debs and Joe were all dancing away. I mean, we never stopped dancing, jigging around and dancing all night. We were.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Oh my God, yeah! Just having the time of your life, because that's what it's all about. Music, isn't it?
I know.
Absolutely, everything about music. That's what it should be.
I think don't get me wrong, it's the concert as well, and I know it's not music, but if I take myself back to Money in the Bank, Debbie, it's just that atmosphere. Everyone there is to see the same person or the same show, because they've got that love, they've got that commitment for the person, the show, the sport.
It makes for a very electric atmosphere, doesn't it? Talking of which, can I just say, and I realised the other day, oh my God, it's nearly August. It's nearly time for me to meet the man of my dreams, and I can't wait. Because I've been waiting absolutely. Yeah, Peter Kay. I can't wait.
Oh, Peter Kay.
I can't wait. I just can't wait.
That's come around quick.
Oh my God, it's flown by. Do you remember when I was in here trying to get tickets?
I remember.
Oh good God, when I was at 22,000 in queue. Thanks to my niece, we've managed to get pretty decent seats at Sheffield, but I've had to wait a while. I've had to wait a while, so yeah, I can't believe it. August the 12th. It's a Saturday. We're going to make a day of it.
Oh my God, that's going to be so good. I am jealous. And do you know what I love as well that he's done? And I do agree, certainly when it comes to shows like his, that he's requested that the audience don't take videos and pictures and that.
And that's one good thing,
and
yeah.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, and do you know what? They've been really good because there's barely anything that I've seen.
No.
I think I saw the first night, a little bit of the emotional scenes of him returning back on stage. And he got quite choked up, and that's all I've seen. I haven't seen anything else. Do you know what? I'm really glad, because I think it would spoil my experience if I'd have seen it all.
100%, and although unfortunately, as it stands at the moment, whether I get a late minute ticket down the line or that, I've not seen it, but I think that is good, because then, as you say, it doesn't spoil it. Now, I know, without contradicting myself, something like the wrestling and Money in the Bank, that's all about social, and you want to get the posts out. The wrestling want that, but something like that that's so special, certainly in the UK with Peter Kay, it's been a long time coming. You don't want to spoil it for anyone that's going to be seeing it, and I think that's a really, really good thing. And I don't know.
I mean, I have seen him before, but in Phoenix Nights, I haven't seen him as a stand-up comedian on his own, so I'm really excited to be going, and I just can't wait. Plus, it's in my hometown, where I was born in Sheffield, so it's going to be lovely to go and see that. I can't wait.
Sheffield Arena?
You what, look? Sheffield Arena.
That's where I was for the Gladiators.
I know you were. I can't believe you were a stone's throw away.
I know.
20 minutes down my road.
John said the same when I seen you could have come and seen me. I went, Debbie said the same. But by the time I got to Sheffield, and then you had to go into the queue because it wasn't a guaranteed ticket, and then it didn't finish till like 8 at night.
You mean you travelled all that way and you weren't guaranteed a ticket?
No.
You're insane, man.
No.
Love your dedication.
No.
Love your dedication. Now, I'm just going to stop for a minute, Craig, and just pause there, because I've just used... Do you remember our little... Do you know where this was from? Academy of Colour. So I took it out of my Academy Colour kit just to have a little bit of preserved highlight, because you can start to see how that forms, and you colour that all the way down, and that is your finishing piece that you will end up with. So just start at the top, a bit of little light and dimension into your foxgloves, just so you can put that on, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it onto some vellum. I thought I'd have a little bit of a backdrop with the vellum, so I'm going to just pop on now my dotty tape pen.
Okay.
Because I am going to mount it onto something else, which means that it won't matter that it's on the vellum, because I'm using it as a panel this time. This morning I cut through my cardstock. This time I want to create, when I can get it picked up, Craig, I just want to create a little bit of a vellum backdrop. There we go. I just need to trim that top, just because I've gone a little bit over it. That don't matter. And then I've got a purple, and I've used this from the Snow Queen. Wait a minute, not the Snow Queen. Once Upon a Time, the Sara Signature Collection. And there have been some beautiful collections of late. And that just literally elevates it and picks
really
it up with that vellum just
so
behind
pretty.
there. Just gives it a nice little finishing touch. I think what I'm going to do though is I might, I've got a bit of foam on a roll.
Do you know what you could do, Debbie?
You what, love?
Without colouring it with colour pens, why not do what you done earlier on, doodling with your collector's edition?
Yeah.
With your golds and that, and those open die cuts.
That'd look lovely. That would look lovely. Yes, I like that idea as well. But I wanted to, today I just wanted to keep it really nice, stripped back and simple again. And then what I'm going to do is, I love making boxes, so I'm going to make myself a little box. But I'm only going to put one, I say only one panel on. I'll give you the measurements. There we go. And pop that on, and that just gives it that little bit of a lift, and it just highlights it, the purple, by putting a purple backdrop to this. It picks out the purple that's in the foxglove. Now I have got my piece of cardstock started, it's an A3 cardstock this, and it started life as 13.5 inches by 6 3/4, and I've put some score lines in, so I'm just going to show you how to take it from there.
Okay.
The score lines that you're going to pop in are half inch. You're going to come in at 3 3/4. Let me just make sure I've got that lined up properly. 7, 10 1/4, and that creates your 4 panels. Now, all I've done with that is I've snipped down the corner, snipped down this corner of the 4 lines. Make sure that when you're popping those score lines in, you've given them a good burnish. This is a Centura pearl, so it's got like a coating onto it. And I've just realised I've got a bit of glue on my glass desk, but I think I'll get away with it. So put all those score lines in, and the one that I've put at the bottom is 1/2 inch, so it goes 1/2 inch across, and then like you would do with a normal box, snip it to make it easier when you're folding this together.
Okay.
Because if you have them like a square, you can end up with a square overlapping, and it gets a little bit thick and bulky, and can affect your project when it's stood up. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape just down there, and then I'm going to come in. Was there a noise then in the background?
It was me. I was just thinking my shirt and I caught my mic.
Oh, so it banged in their ears.
Yeah, so
poor little things.
Would have banged in the guy's ears. I think they got a little bit of a fright there. So if you
yes.
heard it, I hope that's. I was just going like that, and I woke them up. Put it that way.
Woke them up. That's it, Craig. You've woke them up. Now I'm just going to put all my panels on. Now this is all from, and the reason why I'm going to leave it and I've created a bit of a lip is because I have made a box. So I'm just going to create a little bit of an 1/2 inch lip at the bottom, and this is from the Sara Signature Once Upon a Time beautiful papers, including the backdrop papers. I'm not sure if we've got any of those left, but you can check that website out to check if we do have some left, which I'm pretty sure it won't be on Shop the Show because I don't think it was on today, but you can check the website out. If you just tap in Once Upon a Time, it'll show you whether or not there's still some in stock. So again, I'm just going to line these up and put them all the way around. And this is just a very simple box. If you want to use those dice to cut in and create a light up box, and then perhaps put the vellum behind the back of your panel, then that will look lovely, especially with a little tea light in there. Wait a minute, wrong way around, Debbie. You could do that, but it's a very simple box that I've given you the instructions for. And then your bottom base piece measures at 3 No, it does not, Debbie. It measures at, yes, it does, Debbie. You were right first time round. 3 3/4 of an inch all the way around, because I'm going to pop pop this on now. I think I might need to trim that down actually. Oh yeah, that's my lid. Debbie, you silly Billy. That's my 3. It's all right, producer Nick. I can't even blame not having a coffee because I had one in the break. It's 3 1/4. I do apologise. It is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. That's your base panel that you're going to pop on the base to square it off. If you want to make it nice and neat on the inside, then please, by all means, pop another little piece and another little panel on the inside of your box to give it some rigidity. I always do, although she's saying that this time. I can't remember what I've done with my other inside piece, but it doesn't matter. We'll get away with it.
Find it.
Yeah, just pop that down. Just make sure I've squared that off a little bit. In fact, there we go. Oh, it's a good job I didn't push that down. That's better.
Just while you're sticking that one down, Debbie, Heather Springer on YouTube is saying, Debbie, you and Corin have the same last name. Are you related?
No, we're not. No, not at all. I've known Corin for a long time because obviously Corin worked somewhere else before us, and we've known each other a long time, but we're not related at all. No. I think Corin is by marriage as well, and mine was by marriage, but I'm no longer married to the Mr. Robinson, but I've kept my name. I think just out of, because my maiden name is Suttle.
Is it?
It is, yeah. She's throwing some shade out tonight, that Nicola. She said, do you know what she said, Craig? Did you hear her?
I heard that.
She said to me, you are not subtle. I know, my dad used to say the same thing. Subtle as a sledgehammer, not.
Was it S-U-B-T-L-E?
No. It's S-U-T-T-L-E.
Ah.
And I can't remember where it originates from. I'm pretty sure my dad, I might have got this wrong, but if my dad and my stepmom were watching, by the way, it's my stepson's birthday today, we wished her happy birthday again.
Oh, happy birthday.
So we're going to wish her happy birthday again, Hazel, if you are watching.
Hazel.
Yeah, it's her birthday today, but I think it originated, I want to say, Norfolk way. I might have got that wrong, because I've got Norfolk in my head, and I know my dad loves going down there. But yeah, it's that's my maiden name, but I've never gone back to it. I've stuck with the name, because my kids and that. And plus, I think Robinson suits me. And I've been the Robinson that long, 1991, but I've never wanted to change it. But I do. I'm not. That means I'm not proud of my name, because I absolutely am. To my family, I'm still Debbie Suttle. They still call me that. Forgot to give you the measurements of the lid. That's the lid that is 4 3. Wait a minute, get this right. 4 3/4 of an. Debbie. 4 3/8 of an inch by 4 3/8 of an inch, scored at 1/2 inch, and it fits over your box absolutely perfectly. And then the only way, what we're going to do now is decide on where we're going to put this panel. So I will pop it. Yeah, I'm going to come down that centre.
Imagine the different colours that you can make of this box.
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
what you've done,
absolutely.
but just change the colours, eh?
Absolutely. And then come in, imagine adding 4 panels all the way around and popping those panels on all of your boxes. And then lastly, I'm just going to finish it off with a little sentiment at the very top. And I've gone with sending birthday wishes and hugs. Uh-oh, I've lost my bow. There it is. Pop a little bow onto the top. And there you go. You've got yourself a lovely little panel box with that gorgeous fox glove. And again, imagine popping them on all 4 sides, how beautiful that would look. But a nice little gift box to give to someone. A nice simple box. I wanted to keep it very stripped back and simple in terms of all the measurements and scores and things like that. But gorgeous dies. These really are beautiful dies that I know that when you get them home, card making, box making, whatever you want to do with them, cutting in, cutting out as a panel, there's so much scope with them. They're absolutely fabulous for that reason.
And keep that in mind, you know, when you see that price there, which for me, for a creative card, the versatility, the amount of things that you can do, as Debbie said, just reiterating that, cutting in, cutting out, or using that outer die as an aperture, being able to do all of that on all 4 sets for £40 or $50. You are going to save 10%, but if you're platinum, that's then going to come down further to £32 or $40. You are going to be getting the hellebores, Now, if you've got any of the other panel dies, then of course you can work in conjunction with them ones, of course. And although you've got a specific outer rectangle die to work with each of the decorative die pieces, if you had any of your larger rectangle nesting dies, you can then start to use them as well and make that outer frame even larger. But of course, the two outer dies within each set work in conjunction with the floral die cuts. You're then also going to be getting the rose. Then what you're also going to be getting is your foxglove. And then you're also then, last but by no means least, you're going to be getting your gebras as well. So within each of these dies here, they are going to complement each other side by side. But if you just want to use one, maybe you want to use one as like a little bookmark or something, you can do. Or maybe you want to do that triptych effect with three of them, of course. Maybe, for instance, that one there, maybe use one of the dies once, and then maybe use the other one twice. Or use one, use one from another one. You can absolutely use as many as you want in mixing and matching. Thinking of what Debbie's just done there, but the different looks, the different colours, the different creations by mixing it all up. So they're on Shop the Day. These ones are your floral panel create a card die. 4 pieces there, 16 dies in total, giving you them at £40 or $50. You've got that saving of 10%. If you are platinum, however, or this is your first purchase after joining Club Inspire, you're going to get 20% off your first order, which means you will then get them for £32 or $40. Talking about Club Inspire, if you are wanting a little bit more information or you just need that time to check out your basket, here's the boss, who will be back on, well, Saturday night and then here all day Monday with a brand new launch. Here she is here for Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome! This is awesome!
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
So, we...
What's up, Greg? You alright there, Greg?
Charlotte?
I was yawning my head off. I went to go and fetch a coffee. I was yawning. I'm like, I need to... Quick, come on, girl. And I can see you've got a mouthful. Even though we were being counted down, I was literally running down the corridor to get back here.
Didn't quite realise it was 10 seconds that George said in her ear. I thought I had a little bit longer than that one. We have a lot of you still talking about chocolate talk, and then we've also got, going back to the box that Debbie just used and made a minute ago. This Pamela saying cute box, Jane saying it's beautiful, Evelyn is saying it's such a beautiful box, Lois is saying beautiful box as well. Thank you, Debbie. Heather saying the same, while your expressions is saying, oh wow, such a pretty, pretty box. Sarah Creations is saying, well, now I have the song Here's to You, Mrs. Robinson, stuck in my head. Carletta, yeah, they must do. Carletta is saying such a cute box. Debbie. Charlotte Everett is saying, I really need to use my vellum more often. I've got 3 boxes of vellum and I need to bring it into my makes more often. I'm the same as you. I am the same as you. I need to do that more as well. It's just nice just to bring them in. Where was that other question? One had just gone there. Where did it disappear to? It's disappeared. There was a question. We'll find it just in a second. We've got Lynn is saying, Craig, you're so lucky to get your tickets. I know so many people struggled to get them. They absolutely did. We're so lucky. And Charlotte Everett is saying, imagine colouring this with the pens from the limited edition. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking and saying as well beforehand. Would work really, really well. So, on that note, what shall we be looking at first? There we are, Bohemian. There we go. So, let's have a look at this full set here. Bohemian 9-piece collection, 18 stamps, you've also got 18 dies, 2 stencils, and 1 embossing folder as well. £58, or for you guys stateside, $78. If you are platinum, however, that's going to come down to £46.40 or $62.40. Now, with this collection here, you're going to get all of these non-consumable items. Now, you've got some substantial stamps when it comes to the designs. Ones that you're going to be able to elongate, cherry pick if you love to do your masking techniques, but then you've got sentiments as well. You've got the enchanting floral feather. Now imagine that one with the golds as well, maybe even some of the glitter pens from, of course, today's brand new launch day collector's edition. But you've got all of that detail, fine, fine detail. But then what you're also then going to be getting is harmony and happiness. Now you've got such a lovely array of sentiments, a little bit different, going on with that bohemian sort of feel. So instead of just generic wishes when it comes to the stamps, you've got some different ones like faith. He says he can't even read them upside down. You really need to stop doing that. We've got be true to you. You've also got be wild, be free, free spirit, and we've also got celebrate life. It's just a few of them. So you've got all of these ones to add to your project. You've then also got your Bohemian clear acrylic stamp. That one there is your wild and free. Now if you've got our beautiful or beauty stamps where she's got obviously that dress and that hair to then practice any of your colouring on, that's another nice one to do that with, of course, and you don't have to necessarily use them within that bohemian style. You can then go fresh, or you can go floral if you want to, or maybe once again you want to bring in some of the metallic tones from the launch day. That stamp's in there. Also giving you your 4x6. Now this one here is your embossing folder. It's a 2D embossing folder. Now that one is giving you that dream catcher. So whether you're wanting to do the letterpress technique or simply run it through your cardstock with a few gems or pearls, or maybe you want to incorporate some ribbons, that would look really, really substantial and beautiful. But you've got that nice simplistic form of embossing, but really incredible detail and imagery. Then we're going on to your building your own dream catcher. Now instead of that circular dream catcher, what you are going to get that is in the love heart, but then you've got the feathers, you've got all of these tails as well when it comes to the streams, you've also got the stars, and then you've also got a couple embellishments too. So that's coming to you your way. You're also then going to get, again my favourite, giving you your create a card. So you've got that feather create a card. Now look at the size of that one. It is big. Now you have got your 5x7 and it's create a card because it cuts in and it cuts out. Now if you use the actual die on its own, what about the foil press? Gives you all that outline beautifully foiled in literally only a few seconds or two onto the foil press. Then we're also going to be giving you your feathers, the stamps and the dies. Now start to bring these in with your peacock collection, or maybe come in with your, as I like to call it, your New Orleans collection. It's not actually called New Orleans, but it is of course your, I thought I was leading in it because I can't remember the name, and I thought me leading in there, someone in my ear is going to say it's the such and such collection, but no. What's it called again?
Masquerade?
Masquerade Ball.
Yes,
Masquerade
Masquerade,
Ball.
yeah.
That's it, Masquerade Ball. It would work well with a Masquerade Ball because you've got
Absolutely
feathers in there
would,
as well. So you've got that one in there. You've then also got your little stencil too. Now I believe I caught a short amount of time this morning. I think you've done a demo with this in Wake Up Call, didn't you?
Yeah, it's beautiful, that stencil. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Really
It
nice
is.
one.
Yeah.
And talking about stencil, you've got your large stencil, your Boho Bliss. So since this has come out, we've got some more of our glitter paste, of course. We've even got our glitter glues. So start to use these, incorporate these as well. But that's where you're going to get all of that for £58 or $78. If you are platinum, you get your Club Inspire on top of that. As always, don't forget, if you have just joined Club Inspire, you get your Club Inspire on everything. So warehouse clearance, cart loads, masterclasses, launches, every single item that we bring to you here on Crafters TV, you get your Club Inspire. It could be something that's literally down to £1 or $1. You will still get your Club Inspire on top of that always. So it's always worthwhile to point that out. And in this case, with the Bohemian, your Club Inspire comes down to £46.40 or $62.40 for that lovely collection. A little bit different from us, something that we've not really seen before, but you guys absolutely loved and adored it. And so much so that I believe Debbie's going to be having a look at this one here to show you some of the beautiful creations that you can do when it comes to this creation. For me, I think you can get, allows me with this collection, Debbie, like carte blanche when it comes to the colours.
Yes.
You want to go your natural colours, you can. Pastels work, but the brights work, monochromatics work, the metallics work. It's that sort of feel when it comes to that collection.
So much you can do with it. Lots that you can do with the stencils, with your inks, with your pastes. I mean, if you've got the recent glitter pastes, you could use the stencils in there for that little bit of that element and elevate it to a whole new level. I'm going to try and keep it simple, going with a little twisted easel with this one, but I'm going to use a tweezle, she's saying in me here. I'm going to use the stencil, so this really large stencil, which I absolutely love, but I'm going to emboss with it. So I know there is the embossing folder still in there, isn't there, Craig? But I just wanted to show you how you can emboss with your stencils. For those people that don't know how to do it with your machines, it really is quite nice. It's quite effective as well. You are going to need your rubber embossing mat for this. So I'm going to just show you how I do it, my way. I don't know if the guys are the same, but I'll show you my way and how we're going to do this. So first things first, you're going to pop your stencil down. And then you're going to put your cardstock. Now, I'll just do one at a time because I have cut a couple of pieces and a smaller piece as well. But to show you how you want to get that imprint in, or where you want to be able to push that design through. Now, I know there's a little bit of ink on that, but I'm not going to fret too much about it. I'm just going to literally pop that down. In fact, you know what? I'll turn it the other way. I might be able to get away with it then. Maybe not. No, it's on both sides. It doesn't matter. So stencil down, cardstock onto the top. You're going to pop your rubber embossing mat over there. If you want to hold that down so it doesn't move, you absolutely can do. But again, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit and there. And I'm going to now pop on my plastic shim and then the other cutting plate. So I'm not using my magnetic shim for this one. So I'm just going to run that through the machine again. Let me turn it this way so I can see me popping it in the mouth of the machine. There we go. And then the pressure from the machine with the use of the embossing mat will pop a little bit of the design in there so it creates a nice little emboss feature. I love using stencils for embossing. They're so nice, they really are. You could also at this point, you could take so when you take this off, you could actually get your inks and use it straight through it as well at the same time, so you can create a little bit of oh my God, that looks beautiful. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, what I mean by that is you could then, like, if I just take that off for a second, you'll see all of that beautiful raised embossed detail. I know it's a little bit difficult at the moment, but it creates the most gorgeous embossing effect. If you don't want to at that point, you can come in and you can use your inks and run through there as well, so that you've got an inky technique and an inky background through there. In fact, yeah. Go on, we'll give it a go.
She's thinking. I
know, I'm thinking, because I was going to do it a slightly different way. I'll show you in a second what I mean, but I've just got a couple of my colours here again. Oh, did I use you? No, I didn't use raspberry ripple this morning. Look what we've got back in, Craig.
Are the still back in stock?
Oh my God.
I know that we've got X amount in.
Yeah. I think you're going to have to search. Now, what do we call this officially now? We said this morning, so they're back in. We have been waiting, how many months, Craig?
Oh, a long time.
It feels like a year or two.
Wouldn't be
how
surprised.
long it's been working. So the ink dauber storage kit, go and search it on the website. I think it's $24.99 for 40 ink daubers. Oh, have we? All right, so hold the line caller.
Hold the line caller.
I think we may have. Yay! There you go. The ink dauber storage with 40 daubers and storage case. Actually, does it still come with the top where you can pop the colours on? I don't know, with it being new design, new box and everything.
Oh, I never got that with my last one.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, yeah, I got one with the last one and you just put the colour on and then you knew where everything were. I mean, doesn't matter, to be honest, it really doesn't matter, because you can visibly see the colour. As you can see with mine here, I used these colours this morning, so I've used a new one.
Ooh, it's exciting when that happens.
For the duet ink pads, I mean, I absolutely love these ink pads, but yeah, if you can get them, absolutely get them for this, because especially with this smaller detail, when you want to go in with a smaller detail, it literally means that you can work on those areas and go in and I absolutely love them for that reason. Now this is if you're going to do it this way, and obviously it's being embossed, but it's also now got a lovely inky background as well. You can't, sorry Craig, you can just go...
wait to say, Debbie, if you do want to get your hands on them, you can get them for $24.99 or $32.99 with a platinum price, say back in stock, but you still get your platinum, $19.99 or $26.39.
Yeah, I mean, they are absolutely fabulous. So you can do it both ways. So you can treat it like you would do with a normal embossing folder, or you can run it through so that you know you get in a select area. When you lift it off and you've not got the stencil there, it will remain white. The minute you take it off and go over the top, you're going into all the nooks and the crannies. And literally now, I'm just going to come in down and do a little bit just down this side, but seriously, you can use any of your ink pads for this technique, and whichever way you want to do that. Just give it a go. And the lovely thing about these is that you can get into all that smaller detail as well and just lift off, and it creates that lovely ink. I love using that as an embossing folder.
Isn't it?
It is absolutely satisfying. And just blend with your colours. Now I'm going to kind of speed this up because again, every time I look at that time I just think, where has the time gone? So that's how you would stencil through, I would use your stencil to emboss through onto plain cardstock and create lots of different backgrounds. And all I've done with these, Craig, is I used a mixture of Sailor's Wake, Raspberry Ripple, Awakening Forest, Soft Ever, and had a little play with them. And I don't know if you can agree, but it gives you this really lovely...
That's exceptional.
It honestly is absolutely beautiful. So either way, whether you ink straight through them or lift them off and just use it as you would normally, I have not been precise. I have just literally taken some ink and gone all over. Now, with my middle panel, I chose to do exactly the same, so use it as a stencil, but this time I just ran one of the colours over and then picked up by literally dropping that ink into your glass mat, and a little bit onto there. I'm not sure if we've got the duet ink pads still in stock. I'd have to, not sure. Are they still, do we still have them? Right, that's fine. Thank you very much for that. So individuals, I believe we've got. You just need to go and check the website and tap in duet ink pads, and then just splash over the top. So pick it up and splash and create a little bit of a splatter technique over the background of that as well, and it gives you a whole new little effect as well. So if I lift that up, you can see I've just used one of the colours rather than all of those colours, but look at the two different types.
So little but so effective, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It really is, and it's worth having a little play with them as well, and it's worth having that as a stencil and playing with it as a stencil as well, because it really is lovely. Now the other element that I'm going to be using is the Build a Dream catcher. And I love this one again. You've got all of these elements to run through your die cutting machine. Your dream catcher itself, you've got all the feathers, you've got all the strands, and then all the accessories as well. So all I did with this one, Craig, excuse me, while I just bring in the cardstock, I used some of our lovely, it's the High Shine one from the gold. So do you know our luxury gold? The 30 packs with the encapsulated glitter, the satin and the mirror, that's the gold, and just run that through and have die cut. So rather than me using the die cutting machine, you're simply going to run those through all your pieces and you'll have got all your feathers, and this is where you're going to build up your own dream catcher. You can have as many as you want, as little as you want, in terms of how you're going to put this together. You've got all your little strands, so you can see all of those pieces, so run them through. The lovely thing about them with them being separate means if you have got a small machine, these will go through your mini.
That's true, yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely, they'll go through your manual mini. But yeah, so I've taken all of those pieces. Now I'm just moving them there for one side because I'm going to bring in my card base. Now I've started a card base with a cardstock of multi-purpose cardstock that measures in at 11.5 inches by 6. I've scored it at the 5 3/4. Basically, it's a 5 3/4 inch square, so it'll fit inside a 6 by 6 envelope if need be.
Okay.
What I've done then is I've taken my scoreboard and I've gone diagonal across the centre to create what we call the tweezel. And I say the tweezel, I'm actually going to be not just a twisted easel. I'm going to put a panel on the front. So I'm going to put a little background, so one of my little background pieces is going to sit into the base. And let me just bring in
I think you're blowing Nicola's mind here.
What's that?
I think you're blowing Nicola's mind here.
She'd like it.
Whoa!
Bless her. Well, normally we do the twisted easels and we keep it just at this, but I'm going to just pop a little panel over the top, so you'll see in a second. Just pop that on, and let's just let that settle, that glue. Gives you a bit of wiggle time using that bit, the all-purpose glue. Would not be without it. An absolute must-have glue in anybody's stash. Now, what I'm going to do now is, make sure I've got that right, is I'm going to pop that onto the front. So, and I wanted to keep, now normally you can go on with so literally 5 by 3/4 square inch is what you could do. So 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, pop it on. But I'm just going to place it on so it's like only half on.
Oh, that's nice.
And it creates a different effect. So can you see it's like half hanging on?
Yeah.
But I'm going to make sure my pattern is going the same way. So that's it. That's better. Feels better when you... I don't know about yourself, Craig, but I'm a little bit... Not a perfectionist, but I like things to go in a certain way. So it's just about looking at that. And I'm just going to put the tape, but I'm leaving me gap because I know full well that if I go too far over, I'm going to have too much glue and it'll... Well, it says splodge out, but it'll ruin that idea that I've got. So again... And if I just stop for a second, pause there and just pull that out to show you what I mean, it's like lining it up and it makes it really nice and easy. So think about it as though you would be on a card front. Pop it into that, I'm just going to lift that off a little bit because I've realised there we go, that's better. But you're not sticking it all down because it literally then becomes the tweezel part. And that it's just a nice, easy way. And it's nice to make sure that you've got it. You know that if you're just sticking down on this quadrant here, triangle, whatever it is, that's not a quadrant, that's a quadrant. That triangle, if you put the glue there, but line it up that way, you know then it's framed it beautifully. And literally these mats and layers just a 1/4 of an inch down. You and me both work that same way.
Oh,
and then when you pop that on, you know that it looks really, it just elevates it. Now, I've used some of the sentiments as well. So I've got the Free Spirit and Be Wild, Be Free from that sentiment pack. I'm going to use this as what I call the flopper stopper. Stops it from flopping over. Apparently it's just called a stopper. Oh. But I like the flopper stopper because it stops the front of your card from flopping over and ruining the tweezel effect. It's actually a twisted easel. It's just that our Nick calls it a
like that.
Tweezel. Yeah. Now then, I'm going to bring that up and just see where I want to position this in my card. So when you're looking at it, if you want to think about keeping it diagonal, and then placing that flopper stopper there, it stops it from going over and it keeps it anchored nice and central. So you see where I'm going with that one. But I need to add on my other elements. So we're going to come in and pop our mat and layer down onto here.
I have to say, Nicola's been doing a little bit more paper crafting from what I could see at our social. So maybe this is one that she could be trying next.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Nicola's saying maybe, but she likes a simple card. She doesn't want to get overwhelmed, which actually leads me to what Laurie's just said on YouTube. I love Debbie because I know that I can do what she does and do not feel intimidated. I have been crafting almost a year, but I still have so much fun learning from her.
And do you know what? I know that we sometimes come in with projects that are all singing, all dancing, but I know I know because, bearing in mind, Craig, I've come from the store, background of the store, teaching as well for a fair few years, and I know as individual people that we all have different levels of skill. We all have different ways that we learn things and put, and there's no right or wrong way. Sometimes the whole thing, and I love all singing, all dancing. You've seen some of my makes that I've done, and I do love that, but I like to make crafting easy and achievable for anybody, whether you've just started today, if you've just joined us today. I like to make things nice and easy and achievable for anybody to do. So that's why you'll see a range of different kind of things when I'm demoing, because I don't want to come in with something that's a little bit overwhelming straight off, because I know that it can. And I'd hate to think that anybody would be put off from crafting because they think they can't achieve it. You absolutely can. If I can do it, you can do it, I promise you. And that's what the whole team like to think of when we are planning our demos, is that if it's achievable, we like to do it that way, to make it achievable. So yeah, Nick, you can do this. Nicola, you can, absolutely you can.
Just while you've said that as well, Debbie, I know you're just a way to finish that, but incidentally, if you don't mind me doing this little cheeky plug, next week, a week on Thursday the 27th, I have the Heritage Die Craft Along, and I have gone right back to basics when it comes to the craft along next Thursday. We're going back to simple card making with a few little techniques that are going to give you that confidence boost. But if you are a beginner, or maybe you've never taken part in a craft along because you like to do it afterwards, then Ben's going to be doing it with me as well next Thursday. So that's the 27th. So we're going to go right back to the beginning when it comes to the basics of card making, and that's the Heritage Die craft along next Thursday.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I think that is nice that you're doing that, Craig, because I always, I sometimes forget. We all do. We all could be. We all could say that. But it's sometimes nice to remember that we need to think of people that are joining us. That we try and cater for absolutely everybody. So it's nice to do that now and again. Now you're going to build up your own dream catcher here. So you're going to decide on your length that you want. So I'm going to come in and add a few little bits to the back. So I'm just going to pop some more glue onto the back, and then what I'll do is I'll trim some off because I don't want it to be too unsightly underneath, so I'm just going to decide where I'm popping things. So let's come in, let's have it that way around. So I'm going to pop a few on there, and just thinking about where I'm placing it, let's just pop them down. That's why I've used the repositional glue at the moment. I say repositional, but I'm meaning our dotty tape pen, and I'm just going to add a few on there, and then I'll trim off them when I'm happy with where I've got all my dream catcher bits. Let's put one down in the centre. There we go. We'll have one coming off this angle.
And this is what I meant before. You wouldn't necessarily, that colourways, Debbie, that this has come from a Bohemian collection, a Bohemian style inspired card.
Yeah. And honestly, I want everyone to enjoy these collections. I want everyone to have a little dabble. I'm not going to worry too much about anything dropping off there at this point in time because I can always attach it back on. I'm going to come up a little bit shorter. Yeah, and then literally, and then I'm going to snip these ends off and trim them down and then add all the extra parts to it as well. So let's come in, let's just position. And then before I stick all that down, I'm going to come in with my scissors and trim them off because we're going to have different feathers, different lengths and things like that. You can keep them long if you want to. It's entirely up to you. It's your dream catcher.
So would you recommend assemble the dream catcher, then cut the lengths?
Assemble all that, yeah, and then decide on where you're going to put things. So I'm going to have this one coming down here. So this is a nice big one. So yeah, absolutely. I think the thing about this is have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
Have a bit of fun with it.
Don't stress too much.
There's no point in stressing. It's a bit of card. End of the day, it's a bit of card. It's a bit of fun. It's for you to get creative with as well. And just enjoy the process, as we like to say here. Trust the process as well, because it's all about, people think, there's no way I'm going to be able to achieve this. You will. You absolutely will. You've got the right tools.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't look exactly like what you are aspiring to make, if you were replicating what Debbie's done here, do you know what I mean? It is, I know it's a cliche thing, but it's that journey is to get into that finished result, that finished product.
Exactly.
Your spin on it.
And literally now, I've built on my own dream catcher, and I absolutely love dream catchers. And then when I'm happy with where everything is, then I'm going to stick that down, because I'm really happy with that. And there you go, Craig.
That is absolutely
your
beautiful.
Your dream catcher card, tweezel card, with all the little building your own elements and using all of those lovely items to create your own style of card. Don't forget, a stencil is a brilliant piece of stash to have in your craft, because you can stencil with your inks. You can stencil. You can stencil with your paste. So we've got lots of texture paste and glitter paste that you can stencil through. You can also do things like embossing with them as well, and still then using your inks if you want to. But they're absolutely fabulous. It's one of those again, not a one-trick pony kind of thing. Because you look at your stencil, you think there's only one thing I can do with that. You can only ink through it. No, you can't. You can do a lot more with it as well. And that's the kind of thing that you can achieve when you are using your collections.
Awesome. Thank you for that one, Debbie. Just very quickly, while Debbie lines up her makes for demo of the show, this is the collection in its entirety as to what you are paying for. You're getting Enchanting Floral Feather. You're also then going to be getting the Wild and Free. You're also then going to be getting your Harmony and Happiness. These are all your stamps. You're then also going to be getting your Follow Your Dream Catcher embossing folder. There is your Build a Dream Catcher that Debbie was just using a moment ago. You're also then going to be getting your Wild Feathers Create a Card die. You're also then going to be getting your Blossoming Mandala. That's your stencil. You're also then going to be another stamp and die set, Heavenly Boho Feathers, and then there is the big stencil that Debbie was just using there, Boho Bliss. So that is your 9-piece collection there, £58 or $78. It's giving you a platinum price of £46.40, or for you guys stateside, $62.40. If you are across Central Europe, you just need to check your website as well, all three of which are .co.uk, .com or .eu. But before we do demo of the day, we need, of course, a result from demo of the show. So let's have a look to see what Debbie's done within this couple of hours.
Nice and simple, because we've got 3 for the time being, so we'll just pop these 3 in. You've got number 1, your lovely Concertina card. So easy to put together. Honestly, if they were ever made for a show, it's today. Number 1. Number 2 was the panel, floral panel, and I used it to create a panel for the front of my box, a nice simple box. So that's number 2. And then number 3, we've got that lovely dream catcher, build your own dream catcher, which you just see me do and make there. So 3, 2, or 1, you decide.
You can indeed, entirely up to yourself. Susie will get the results into us and then we can do demo of the day. Just quickly though, Charlotte Everett is saying we always call it a flopper stopper. We've also got Charlotte saying we love watching you, Debbie. You're a big inspiration to me and Gracie. You've got Lynn Morton and YouTube is saying I take so many notes and learn so much from everyone. I'll always be grateful for that. It means the world when we hear things like that. Patricia is saying, and that's another thing I love about CCTV, you both show simple and intricates for all levels. Thank you. We try and cover it all. And regarding what Debbie's just made there, Rose M. Baker is saying, what a fun idea. Shelley is saying, love this card and just started back to crafting after being practicing easy easels. But think, after seeing this demonstration, I'm going to give it a try, this twisted easel. Really nice, easy way to do that. Carletta loved your card. Jade loved your card. Pamela loved her card. Lois also said, beautiful card, Debbie. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for your comments. We've got just under 20 minutes left of this last live show of the day. We've got a few of you that have got a number of items in your basket. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back just in a few moments, give you a chance to check out, and we'll see you then.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. Shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly
what
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch-up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
We've got the result is in for demo of the show, and the result, it goes in. It was close between 2 and 3, but by three votes, demo of the show, it goes to number 3, Debbie.
Ah, thank you.
Number 3.
Oh, thank you very much. There you go. Number 3. George called that one. A nice straightforward twisted easel card using the stencils and the Build a Dream Catcher. So thank you very much. Now then, I'll come and take that over to you, Craig. You stay where you are.
I will stay.
I'll bring that across.
Stay now, baby, if you got to go away.
There you go.
You can tell that we've been working on Christmas, having the Christmas songs in the background. It doesn't work in July when you're trying to get festive while prepping for Christmas. Rightio, here we go. We have got demo of the day now that we're going to be having a look at. Now, is Debbie going to win? Or is Debbie going to win? Or maybe Debbie's going to win. Me!
So are you blowing some wind over there? Are you blowing? Have you got a fan on?
Yeah, in the corner.
Oh, I never realised. I'm thinking, why is it blowing? Now I get it.
So we've got 3 to choose from. So we've got Debbie in Wake Up Call with that gorgeous floral create a card panel die set. So at number 1, you've got the absolutely exquisite bookmark that Debbie freehand with her Spectrum Noir as well. This is from her special edition. Number 2, and then we've got number 3 that Debbie just done a moment ago. Which is from the Bohemian as well collection. So you've got 1, you've got 2, and you've got 3. You've literally got a few moments or 2 to get your votes into Susie T, and then we'll have a result for demo of the day. There you go, 3 to choose from. Right, talking about our brand new launch today from Spectrum Noir. This was our special collector's edition, Spectrum Noir 2023, where this is giving you 9 of your metallic markers in different forums. So you've got the 9 of them in total. As I say, this is edition number 2 within these ones here. Now this does feature 2 brand new pens, which are your outline pens. Now the difference with these ones here when it comes to the outline outline pens, and that is the inner is gold, and then the outline is, of course, said colour. Now, what I mean by that is from the 9 pens here, you've got your tricolour metallic. So that is your antique bronze, silver ignot, and also your gold plate. Just to make it clear as well, this is the same one that was in special edition 1. Now, keeping in mind, you can only get that pen in the special edition forum. You can't get it individually. So if you've used up your one from your special edition 1, or you're away to use it up, this is the perfect opportunity to get another one as well that you can keep using for a lot longer. So that's in there. You've then got your 2 outline pens. So that's what I was talking about a moment ago. So you've actually got the gold, and then you've got the purple and the teal as the outline. So that one there is your opulent purple and pine tree. You've then got your glitter pens. So you've got your golden glow and your moonlit silver. So they're in there. And then you're also going to be getting your 2 gold and 2 silver from your metallic paint markers. Now, when it comes to the gold and silver, one of them is a 4mm tip, and then you've also got the additional one, which is 7mm tip, which is actually a chisel tip when it comes to these ones here. So all of that is giving you your 9 metallic marker total in the range here. So this is your special edition number 2. We did have a full 2-hour launch with Debbie earlier on, but that gives you them at $24.99 or $29.95. If you are platinum, or that is your first purchase after joining Club Inspire, you can get your hands on them at $19.99 or $23.96, and you're also going to get your 100 extra bonus points as well. They are on Shop the Day. They are on that front page of the website as well for you to check out into your basket and get your hands on these ones here. But not just card and paper that you can pop these ones onto, Debbie. Lots of different things.
So many different mediums that you can go on to, Craig, which is what I love about these. So we talked about it earlier, where you can take them straight directly onto glass. The only thing you need to remember is that they're not dishwasher friendly unless you seal them with the things that are on the market in the craft world that can seal things like this on. But look how fabulous that looks onto a decorated glass. You can decorate straight onto the wood. I love this one because all of it using those gorgeous metallics gone directly onto a wooden bowl, and I just think for a decoration purpose it looks absolutely stunning. I want you to think about outside of the box in terms of your crafty makes. Christmas is a coming. We have been doing Christmas galore. You could be taking one of these lovely, I'm going to call it a plastic bauble because I can't think of the better word, and go straight on there with your mediums and write whatever it is you want. Do you know when I first saw that I thought it said Joey, and then I realised it said Joy. Silly old me. Joy to the world. Yeah, absolutely. But you can literally take that into your kind of 3D projects. In terms of your card making, this one's the outline die actually. Do you know the outline, the pine tree outline? Yeah. Taken a die cut and then outlined it and coloured it in with that outline. It looks lovely. I didn't see that one before, and it really does look absolutely beautiful. The dotted, what do we call it again? Pointerism? Yes. Pointillism. Thank you very much. Look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful. And you've got that so you've got the 4mm nib, and then you've got the 0.7, which is when you can do things like that directly onto there. Stamp. So I showed you earlier doing a stamp onto some white. You could take one of your lovely Christmas tree stamps, stamp it in a pale colour like a white, the opaque white, and then go over it with your mediums. And it looks like we've freehand drawn that, but it's actually one of those lovely Christmas stamps. Looks beautiful. Home decos, take your wooden frames and do your pieces around your home decor frames. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Again, if you love making your cards and you just want to keep it really simple, doodle on them. Yeah. Cut your base out and then doodle away and then add little elements on. And don't forget you can match it with your sentiment die cuts. You can even colour your ribbon if you want to, and your gems, as we showed you earlier on today when I made my bookmark. I've got another one over here because I did some filming earlier on, Craig, where you can create your own doodles onto there, and you can even go onto your gems and colour your gems in as well. Lots of mediums that you can go on to. We'll give another little shout out to Linda Hill, because we do love this one, Linda. Freehand draw onto some white Centura pearl, and look how gorgeous that looks. Remember, this is a paint marker. It's a metallic paint marker at that, and she's gone directly onto there. Use some of those dewdrops, of course, to create that lovely feature, and then an embossing piece at the back, but looks absolutely stunning. Great work there, Linda. I am going to mark your name on the back of it before I forget, but absolutely stunning. Loads and loads of different mediums that you can go on to.
Absolutely.
Loads of things that you can draw, you can write, you can sketch, whatever it is that you want to do with your 2023 collector's edition. That's two exclusive, nowhere else you can get them. You can't buy them singly or separately. They're only available in this kit, which for me means it's a really nice little special edition.
Yeah.
And lots of lovely things that you can do with them. And of course, you've got your 2 glitter markers in there as well, a water-based medium, which means there's a lot of things in terms of colouring and all sorts of things, which you covered beautifully in the show, at the launch show. And I've done a few little things that I've done throughout the day as well. So yeah, great box. Get yours while you can at that price, and it is an amazing price, especially Club Platinum price.
For sure.
Less than £20 or $23.96, and an additional 100 points. Makes a difference.
It
makes a difference to bump you up another level. So yeah, absolutely a lovely box to get hold of.
Brilliant. Thank you for that one, Debbie. As Debbie said, yes, your platinum price. If you're not platinum, still a great price, $24.99 for $29.95. So that's your 2023 collector's edition. But we do have a result for demo of the day. Now, let me just tell you, it's not number 2.
Oh, I can take it back, yes!
It is not number 2. Now, Debbie, all your makes are exceptional. I just loved the idea of that bookmark that you've done, that you just doodled, freehand, and you can go back and watch Debbie do that within the launch date, of course, on our YouTube channel. But it's not number 2, so Debbie does get to take that one away. So, is it number 1? Or, of course, is it number 3? Well, it does go in to number 1. Number 1.
Is it?
It is.
George liked number 3. George liked his number 3. He's like, whoa. But I actually love that. Because it is, you know, those dies, it was my pleasure. It's the first time I've worked with them, Craig, and a real pleasure to work with them, because they're absolutely beautiful. And you know I love a creator card.
You do.
I talk about it a lot, but really nice. And that was just using, again, alcohol mediums to colour in.
Brilliant. There we go. So that's going to go up by the end of the week when it comes to everyone else on Demo of the Days throughout this week. Well, it was kind of an unexpected day here for me. However, it was such a lovely day, Debbie. It would have been nice being on with anyone on the team, but, you know, I've got to admit, when I seen that it was Debbie that it was on, when I was asked to come in, then it was an absolute no-brainer, of course. When are you back, lovely?
Tomorrow.
Fab.
Yeah, back tomorrow. I've got another launch. In a cart load. I love a good cart load. I'm telling you, it's fast firm becoming one of my favourite shows, just because of the stellar deals that are on there. So I know I'm really excited. I've got some foil press deals, Craig.
Oh, nice.
Oh, can't wait. So it's going to be a really good day, and I'm really excited. And hopefully, our Ben is going to be back by my side. But it has been lovely, Craig. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Always a pleasure. You know how much I love you. So honestly, thank you very much to you and the rest of the team.
Absolutely. Just say, I did drop Ben a message earlier on. He's still a little bit sore, but in himself he's feeling a lot better. He's had some painkillers, and then of course a little bit of a rest, so he's feeling a lot better, so I'm sure he will be in tomorrow. I am in tomorrow, but I'm filming next door for a few things. I'm going to be with Liam, and then it is here, guys. You've been waiting. Friday, launch day. Template library expansion pack green. It is the actual launch. Now I'm going to be completely honest and level with you. We have got more than past ones, but not a lot more. Launch day is not until 6 o'clock here in the UK, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. at Pacific Time. I do not think it's going to last till then. I think it's going to go within Wake Up Call. I'm in all day on Wednesday. Lily's going to be presenting on Wake Up Call, and then Ben will be in for the rest of the day. We've got a 2-hour Christmas masterclass in the middle of the day. That's going to be 2 o'clock here in the UK, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 a.m. Pacific Time. And then technically it should be the expansion pack launch at the end of the day on Friday. As I say, I do not believe it's going to last till then. So do get in quick. Nick. Keep an eye on our website. We usually say our products tend to go live just before or just as everyone here is coming into the building. So keep an eye on that website. Get it as quick as you can do. They have the team have tried so hard to get more than they possibly can do. So they've absolutely tried very, very hard. But I just want to give you the heads up that it's still not an infinity amount, put it that way. But that's going to be on Friday with myself and Lily in the morning, and then Ben for the additional shows, Christmas Masterclass, then of course launch day of Expansion Pack Green. But yes, thank you very much, Debbie, for everything that you have done today and your ideas and inspiration. Rachel as well, and then Susie T for that last show there. Jake as well. He's also had George, although George is in Ben's George. He's been here with Jake, he's been here with George as well, and just been about with the whole of the team as well. So thank you as well to actual George and Nicola as well. It's always fun being on with you guys. I will see you live for Wake Up Call on Friday. Have a lovely day tomorrow with Debbie and Ben. Have a lovely rest of the day wherever you are across the globe. And well, these guys will see you on Crafters TV tomorrow. Don't miss it.